Good afternoon here from Essexville. Garber's Bridgeport Bearcats defeat the Garber Dukes. We have Coach Kevin Marshall and Coach Courtney Griffin here. Now, the last time we interviewed these two was a little bit different times, and of course, don't worry if you're watching on video, I do have a mask. Shout-outs to all those in the thumb, Paul Adams of Huron County View, and all those that have followed me on LinkedIn and Twitter ever since this COVID crap started, let's be honest. So, I want to introduce you guys, Coach Marshall, Coach Griffin. This year, unfortunately, has been a year of loss, and unfortunately, two of the coaches that have really inspired you, John Thompson, Robert Kelly, unfortunately have left us. Give me a small piece about how they have inspired you both.
First, John Thompson. You know, that's really want to see me with a child. I've been a Georgetown Warrior fan since I was a little kid, and I always admired his discipline and the way he coached his kids, and that's what I do now. And Coach Kelly is a good friend of ours. Actually, I just talked with him last week, and we were talking about basketball and football, and he's going to be truly missed in our city.
Coach?
I'll start with John Thompson. You know, watched him growing up at Georgetown, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, Lonzo Mourning. He was big on discipline and making sure they get to the next level, not just on the court, but off the court. And also, sad to hear about Kelly. He's a big impact with the youth in our city and community. He's going to be truly missed, and his legacy will live forever.
Of course, another question before we talk about the game just a little bit is you guys were in Lansing as part of the hashtag Let Them Play movement. How did that feel? I mean, it obviously it works. How did that feel to be there with all the support with all the kids? We'll start with Coach Griffin.
It's very important, you know, especially at the time that we're in the society we're in right now. It's all about these athletes, these student athletes, for them to use their voice and be heard, not just on the court, but also off the court, how they feel and everything. So it's not just us that's struggling and going through, but they also certainly going through too. So they look for future opportunities in college and livelihood. So this is a good moment, opportunity for them to step up and use their voice and also be recognized throughout the state and also throughout the world.
Coach?
Yeah, like Coach Griffin said, it's the best, but I will be honest, the mental health portion is my big factor because we lost a couple of players due to, being off and guys giving up and things like that. So I wanted to go and fight because I'm about saving the kids. And I know this is a way to get them on the streets back into a gym. Keeping it safe, keeping it clean, and having fun and doing something we love. So it was a great time going out there. I appreciate just letting them play for all their support. And I appreciate our school district for supporting us in that path.
Especially mental health has been a huge thing, especially this year. A couple of shout-outs, Rutledge, Kayce Smith, definitely big mental health advocates, and have definitely helped as I've really opened up about my mental health. Of course, you follow me on Twitter. So, one more question about the game here. Of course, big win for A.J. Pipkins, leading scorer. Momentum. I mean, we've had a couple of losses this year so far. Momentum going forward as this sprint to the finish, as WLEW's Clark Ramsey calls it. Sprint to the finish. How does this game impact the momentum going forward, Coach?
I'm going to be honest with you, it's one game at a time for us. We started out early in the season with a couple of losses, but those things were humbling losses and getting the guys back refocused and redirected. Now, they're going to see it, and you're going to see Bridgeport basketball from this point on.
Coach?
Same thing what Coach said. It's, right now we're in the humbling experience right now. We're just trying to learn together and build our chemistry. We're taking one game, one possession at a time, so we're not looking backwards. We're not in our feelings about it. We're just going to take one game at a time, and we got a bright future ahead. But in the meantime, we got to keep practicing, get better, keep working hard.
All righty, one final word. I'll start with Coach Griffin.
Go Bearcats.
Same here, trust the process. Go Bearcats.
Courtney Griffin, Kevin Marshall, Bridgeport Bearcats.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. You take it easy.